Okay, today's video is about one-point perspective, which is useful when drawing things like a road leading off into the distance, or a train track, or trees along a road, to make sure that they're all in proportion and that they actually look like they're disappearing into the distance. Now, the method we're going to use is make sure that you've got a pencil that is very sharp, because this is not about smudging and shading and things like that. This is about exact measurement. Just want to check if my video is working. Don't want to repeat the mistake of the other day. And then we're going to about 1/3 down the top of the page. We put the paper in horizontal, landscape position, not a portrait. And then you draw a line across in order to indicate the horizon. And you select a vanishing point. You can select one off the center just to make it interesting. And then we're going to draw two blocks, two squares. They can be the same size, they can be different sizes. And you can apply this, but remember also, I'm using an HB pencil, by the way. You can use softer lines so that you can erase, because a lot of erasing has to happen in this case. This box is more rectangular. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line. This line will be erased eventually, so be very sure that you can erase it with ease. Oops, what happened there? And then this one is very close to the positioning of the vanishing point, so its lines are a little more angular. I'm just going to work on this one for now. That one is an extra exercise then. And then we go and draw. It's a series of boxes trotting off towards the horizon. We draw the line there. And then we go and do a second line of boxes. Now this is where it gets confusing, and you've got to be very careful about where you are in your drawing. Okay. There's your next part. Oops, that's a bit skew. And then you go and draw your next box. And then you've got to make sure that you draw a little line there. This is a bit close together. I think I'm rather going to work with this box here, because this is going to be very, very difficult to erase the lines in between and to indicate. Let's make this one rather, because it's got more of an angle. It will be easier to work with. I beg your pardon. Shooting off to the horizon there. See, there's a bit more space between there's going to be a bit more space between the boxes. Sorry about that. And then make a bit more space between this box and the next one. Okay, this is now where the confusion normally steps in. You've got to go and draw a line there. If this is something that needs a bit more time from your side, just pause the video and rather watch carefully before you carry on. And then there's the bottom of the second box. I don't know if you can see it already. It takes a while for one's eyes to adjust to this new angle. I'm going to use a regular eraser, but that one's stuck inside its box. And go and erase those lines, and you will start seeing what is actually happening here. Erase those lines, and then you can see, wow, these are two boxes that are gradually, the second box is slightly smaller than the first one. I think you'll start seeing the logic in this once you go to the third box. Let's go to the third box here. You also get like 2-point perspective and 3-point perspective, where it becomes very complicated. So it's very important that you understand how the 1-point perspective works. It means that the lines in a picture all vanish to one point on the horizon, which is known as the vanishing point. Where they both seem to come together at the horizon. Okay, let's erase these lines as well so you can see where the boxes are. Sorry, it's just I haven't made the other lines. Let's make the other lines that need to indicate how the boxes disappear behind one another. Are you getting this? Is this sort of daunting, or is this easy, or is this just totally incomprehensible? Okay, let's make another one. This is going to be the last one. See that this one, these are too close together, so it's very difficult to get the extra line in. With these, it's easier. Okay, where's my box? There's my second box. And okay, first box, second box. Now I'm confusing myself here. What did I do here? Second box, that's a third box. Oh no, I've started making a fourth box. Okay, there's this third box. We've done that, and now we're making the fourth box. And these lines must be parallel to one another in order for it to work out. And then there goes the division between the boxes, and there's the horizontal line, and then you're going to go and erase those lines in between. You see why you've got to make the lines very, very light, otherwise you're not going to be able to erase them. I'm really struggling. But yeah, then you've got the general idea. There's the one box here, second box here, third box here. I mean, this is also useful when you want to draw, for example, a crowd of people standing off towards the horizon. Then you will know that the people get gradually smaller, or the trees, or the houses, or whatever it is that you're going to be drawing. It's also very useful in technique in architecture and engineering, when you've got to design a house, or you've got to design a bridge, or whatever you have to do. This would help you for just one individual object. Let's say it's a house you've got to design, and the house is standing over here. I don't know if I'm going to make sense here. That you know that your house is completely in line with the house next door to it. You know, that they all kind of, or parts of the same house, that they all align with one another, so that you know that your house is in proportion. Sorry, this is a very rough sketch. Okay, so there we go. We've got our vanishing point, we've got our 1-point perspective, and then another time we may attempt the 2-point perspective. I don't think I will go to the 3-point perspective, because very seldom in a regular drawing that you will need that. Okay, that's it for today.